Hey guys, what's up? So I'm back to do another Blu-ray update, and first, before I get into the update, I got a brand new TV. I think I had the old one for a good 3 years, and it was a Samsung 46-inch. So I got a brand new Samsung 55-inch. It's the Series 7 7100 series, and it's amazing. It has 3D, 240 hertz. Smart TV, all that good stuff. Okay, so this is the TV. It's kind of hard to see, but it's 55-inch Samsung. It has a little Samsung button that lights up at the bottom, which I love. Um, and this is just a little sample of how the TV looks like. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can get closer. Here's a light up Samsung. It's got that kind of chrome base. It's super thin, as you can see. That's the side. And there you have it. Before, it was really hard because I had a 46-inch that was 120 hertz, and it was just okay. Every movie seemed to look good on it. But when you have a 55-inch, and I don't know if the specs are like, I don't know if you have to have a 240 hertz, like I have 240 hertz, auto motion, all that stuff, but you really begin to see which movies look good on Blu-ray and which ones look okay. I don't know what it was before, I just couldn't tell the difference. Now you can clearly tell the difference. So, some of these I did not see on the new TV. Actually, only one I didn't see on the new TV, so. Anyways, the first movie is a movie that I wasn't going to get at first, but I was like, screw it, let me get it. And it's The Possession. It's based on a true story, so anytime you get something based on a true story, it's awesome. But this one really seems to be based on a true story, which is cool. It's about a family, a guy who's divorced, and he has two kids. And they happen to stop at a garage sale, and they pick up this box. And apparently, this box is possessed. You open it, and it attaches to you, and all these crazy things happen to you. Based on a true story. But, it was awesome. This was, did it say it's by, what's-his-face? It's Sam Raimi. He's got his name attached to it, so you know it's going to be pretty good. I genuinely thought this was creepy. It was fun. I watched this one on my old TV, and it looked pretty good picture quality-wise, but it's short, sweet, straight to the point. It didn't feel like a TV movie. It was just really good. The little girl, it's like these studios know how to pick the right girl. Like, they pick the girl that's cute before the shit goes down, and then when all this other stuff happening, she turns really creepy. Really, a lot of jump moments. There's one moment at the end where the lights flicker on and off at the end, and it was really creepy, really cool. I hadn't really seen anything like that before, but I would totally recommend this movie. It's a fun watch, and I think you'll enjoy it. And there was a special feature that talked about the actual box and how it's really, like, bad stuff really does happen to you, and the guy had it like in this little gold contained box, and it was just crazy. It was that was a fun watch as well. But I would definitely recommend The Possession. And this picture is really creepy in the back. This next one I don't have anymore because I sold it because I didn't really like it at all, and it's The House at the End of the Street, and it's the one with Jennifer Lawrence. I will probably show you a picture right now of the box art. The box art was awesome. I thought the box art was really cool. But apparently this movie was, Jennifer Lawrence shot it before she had done Winter's Bone, and before she did Hunger Games, obviously, and before X-Men, so I guess this is the one movie she didn't want anybody to know about. But it's your typical, it's advertised as a horror movie, but it's not scary at all. It's more of a thriller, but to be honest, it really felt like a TV movie. I mean, the acting wasn't that great. The setting I didn't like at all. To be honest, I like Jennifer Lawrence. She's not my favorite by any means. I liked Elizabeth Shue, but it just, I don't know. I was bored by it. It just didn't do anything for me. The picture quality seemed okay, but it's your typical story about this family gets murdered in this house, and they had a son that was left behind that wasn't there, and they think things are happening in this house. Whatever. Didn't like it, didn't care for it, knew I was never going to watch it again, so it got sold. So, that's that. Wouldn't recommend it. Not even if you love Jennifer Lawrence. I mean, unless she's your favorite actress, and if you think she's smoking hot, then you can buy this movie, because she's walking around in a tank top basically throughout the whole thing. But if you're not into her, stay away from it. Or rent it. Netflix it. Do one of those things. This next one, speaking of horror, man, I'm down the line horror movies. This next one, I really did not want to buy at all. But I watched Corey Review's, I think he did a Blu-ray update. Either a Blu-ray update or a review on this. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go get it. Why not? And it's Paranormal Activity 4. And the thing is, I do like the series. But the thing is with that... And that movie's genuinely creepy, all of them. They really are. I do find them creepy. And but the thing is, the rewatchable factor is very slim to none for me, because I don't like watching these type of movies again. But I just felt like buying a movie that day, and I was like, I'm gonna buy it. And if you like the others, you'll like this one. It's more of it's a true sequel to the second movie, because the third one was kind of like a prequel, and this one was a true sequel. It was cool. I liked it. New set of family, and basically this family is living in this house, and Katie and the kid from the end of part 2 move in next door, and basically the creepiness follows them. So it was more of the same, basically. It was just as creepy as the other ones, no more, no less. But once again, I know I'm probably never going to rewatch this again, so I might sell it off. But I don't know. It was cool. Picture quality, watch this on the new TV, was really good. And it's weird because this is like a handheld found footage type of movie, and it looked really good. There's really nothing... the last 15 minutes, yes, I would say, are pretty crazy. But the thing is, I see why they went with that ending, because I've seen a few movies that kind of have the same kind of ending as this one, so I'm like, oh, no surprise there. But if you're into the other movies, I would say check it out. If you hated the other ones, you'll probably hate it. So it's kind of one of those things where if you love the series, get it. If you hate the series, don't get it. This next one I sold off as well. And this was another one I was not going to buy, but I said, screw it, I'm going to get it. And it's Hit and Run. And the main reason I bought this movie was because Kristen Bell is in it, because Kristen Bell is one of my favorite actresses. But I mean, and to be honest, it was an okay movie. It's about Dax Shepard, who's in the witness protection program, and he is dating Kristen Bell, and she has this job opportunity in LA, and he's trying to drive her there, and they have to get there in a certain time, but then stuff from his past creeps up on him, and he gets into all these little problems. It was okay. It wasn't the funniest comedy, and I watched this on the old TV, so I don't really know. I can't really judge the picture quality. It looked good on that TV, but it was just okay. I knew I was probably not going to want to watch it again. The real main standout in this movie was Bradley Cooper, who plays this kind of drug-dealing, kind of bad person from his past, and he's hilarious in this. He has dreadlocks, and he has some of the best lines in the movie, and I think he's just an amazing actor, and he's so good in this. So if there was a reason to get this movie, is to see Bradley Cooper in this, because he's awesome in it. But I didn't really love it that much, so I got rid of it. Next movie, I didn't want to see it in the theater, but I heard nothing but great things about this movie, so I got it. And it is good, and it's Dread. It's Dread. Apparently, this movie is really hard to find because like the week this came out and the week after, it was like sold out everywhere, which was really surprising because I think 2 people saw this in the theater. But it's the superhero movie. I shouldn't even call it a superhero movie, but it's a comic book movie, DC Comics, and there's a Judge Dredd with Sylvester Stallone, which I never saw, but I heard it's goofy and kind of stupid. And this one's a lot more serious. I do like the plot. It's just in the future, and it's like sort of apocalyptic, and there's this one really humongous buildings, because now buildings are like complexes that have like stuff, like it's like a city in a building, and he's going in this building to try and take down this crime lord boss woman, and he's stuck in the building and he's trying to kill this lady and also trying to make it out safe. It's super gory, which I love. I mean, it's not like torture or anything, but like when they kill somebody in this movie, it's like, wow, that was gruesome, but it was super cool. It's short, which I like. Action from start to end, really cool. Picture quality goes okay. Some moments it looked amazing, like it looked really, really good, and then some moments it looked so hazy and fuzzy and blurry, and I'm like, how can it go from amazing to crappy? Like, it would just go on and on and off, and it could have been amazing, but I mean, it's not horrible by any means, but it reminds me of this movie Green Zone with Matt Damon, where it looked amazing at one point, then it got super grainy. Same thing with this one. This version, there's only one version. It comes with the Blu-ray and the 3D copy. I did not watch this in 3D, now that I have a 3D TV, which is awesome. But I did not watch this on 3D. But it was a really, really good movie. I would definitely recommend it. It's short. It's not the best comic book movie by any means, but definitely a good watch. Surprisingly good watch. This next one, I don't know what made me buy this. I think I was watching Cacman11's video on his like top 10 movies of the year, top 11 movies of the year, and this movie was one of his choices, and I'm like, this doesn't seem like a movie that would be on a list like that. So then I watched the trailer, and I'm like, I'm buying it, and it's The Raid Redemption. Now, I had seen this, I remember when it came out, and I looked at it, and I'm like, this looks interesting, judging by the cover. But I'm like, it's probably really bad. But no, it is awesome. I mean, this movie kicked my ass. And I do love that you can never go wrong when you get the fresh certified Rotten Tomatoes logo on a movie. That's a good indication that it could be pretty good. But it's a straight up it's a kung fu movie, sort of. But I think it's supposed to take place in oh man, I don't know. I mean it's in like Japanese or Taiwanese, but it's anyways, it has English dub, and that's how I watched it. But it's about this guy who he's a cop, and he's in this SWAT group that's been sent to this build. It's kind of like Dredd, honestly. They're sent into this building to take down this crime boss, and it's like he's insanely like tough and dangerous, and this whole building, he's got like millions of people, so they're trying to sneak in and get him, but then they get caught, and now they're stuck in this building with this crime boss, and it's just them trying to survive. But it's mainly about this one guy who's going in there to get his brother, who's I guess part of this little crime lord boss thing, whatever. But it was absolutely amazing. It's the first half of the movie has guns. It's like mostly guns, because I'm thinking it's gonna be like an awesome action kung fu movie, but like the first half it's guns and it's cool. Then the second half, oh my god, there's no guns. It's just hand-to-hand fighting, and it is amazing. Some of the most incredible fight scenes I've ever seen. This guy, I don't know who he is, but he's a beast. some of the things he was doing in this movie was phenomenal. I mean, it was graphic and so intense, and it's just one of those movies that you need a cup of water and when you're done, because it's so exhausting. It's so amazing, nonstop. This dude he doesn't stop. Put it that way. The picture quality was pretty good. It wasn't like amazing. It wasn't horrible. It was in the middle of the road. Because it's a lot of dark scenes, and most of the time they're in the building, so you don't really see like bright colors and stuff. But I would recommend it just for the movie kicking that much ass. So good. This next movie, I absolutely loved. I saw it in the theaters. I have the poster, and it's just a phenomenal movie. And it stars one of my favorite actresses, and it's Celeste and Jesse Forever, and it stars Rashida Jones, who I absolutely love. And you guys who watch my videos know that I'm a huge Rashida Jones fan, and she is the star. She wrote this movie as well, so I had to go see it. It also stars Andy Samberg and Elijah Wood, Emma Roberts, Will McCormack, Ari Grainer, Eric Christian Olsen, Chris Messina, so forth. It's basically a relationship movie. Rashida Jones and Andy Samberg play a divorced couple, or a couple that's that's going through a separation, and they're still best friends, and all their friends are wondering why they're still best friends. They think it's weird because you're separating from each other. Why are you still best friends? And it's just the relationship that happens after they get the separation, and things that happened and so forth. Amazing movie. It's not your typical popcorn chick flick where that you're gonna predict it, that this is gonna happen and that's gonna happen, and they're gonna talk like this and everything's pretty. No, but it's still hilarious. It's still funny. It's more of the awkwardly funny type of humor, kind of like that show Girls. It's same type of humor. You're not gonna sit there and laugh hysterically, but you're gonna chuckle because there's a lot of funny things that happen. I love Rashida Jones is phenomenal in this, so good. Most people know her from Parks and Recreation and a lot of comedies playing minor roles, but she is the star of this movie. She is front and center. You see her in a whole different light. You see her be extremely funny to extremely sad. You see it all from her. I love it. Andy Samberg shows that he's not just a one-trick pony. Elijah Wood plays her gay best friend. Awesome. Emma Roberts plays like this Kesha type of artist who's like really over the top and slightly stupid but weird. Buy this one. It's so good. I highly recommend it. And the picture quality was amazing. It wasn't like out of a 5 I'd give it like a 4.5. It was that good. Check this one out. And also check it out for Rashida Jones, man. She needs like more roles, man. She needs to, be bigger in Hollywood because she is awesome. This next one I thought I was gonna love. It was okay. And it's 7 Psychopaths. This one was just so. It's I don't know. Like I think I was expecting more. Although I knew when I saw the trailer back, when it was coming on the theaters, that it didn't look like my type of movie, and it really wasn't. It's a little slow, to be honest, and it's really hard to describe. But it's unique. But I don't know if I see myself watching this again. There's certain parts of this movie I loved. I love the intro. Like there's this conversation that happens between these two guys, and then something happens, and it's so cool. I love it. And then Colin Farrell plays like this writer who's trying to write this screenplay called 7 Psychopaths, and then he describes the 7 psychopaths, and it's like little mini stories of each psychopath, and I thought that was brilliant. I loved it. But then the actual main plot of the movie was so slow and kind of, I don't know, I just really couldn't get into it that much. So this one I may sell, but I love the slipcase. And I actually got this for like really cheap because I had a $5 reward zone coupon, and it was upgrade and save, so I ended up getting this for like $9.99. But it was, I don't know, and the picture quality wasn't that great, to be honest. I would give it like a 3.5. It was very grainy, and the colors seemed a little washed out, so it kind of felt like a movie that came out maybe 10 years ago. But I don't know. I mean, it has a great cast, but I don't know. I wouldn't recommend it, but that's just me. This next movie I saw in theaters and I absolutely loved. And the real test, if you really like a movie or love a movie, is when you watch it again and it's just as great and thrilling the first time as it was the first time, then you have yourself a great movie. And that happened with me in this movie. I absolutely loved it, and it's Flight. This movie was amazing. It's about Denzel's character who flies a plane that malfunctions, and he's able to, most part, save everybody on the plane. But the problem is, he was intoxicated and is a drunk. So, and the movie basically is about what's going to happen to him, considering he landed the plane intoxicated. So good. It's one of those movies that it's long. It's about 2 hours and 20 minutes, but it goes by so fast because it's so entertaining and it's so fun, and it reminded me in a way of Titanic in that, well, no, I'm gonna take that back. It had a feel. It kind of had that feeling of Titanic where like you see the disaster taking place, and I only wish the disaster that took place was as long as how Titanic focused on the actual sinking of the boat. I wish, because the plane ride is about a half hour of the movie, maybe a little less. But I'm wishing it was longer so it could have felt like Titanic. But either way, the performances were amazing. Denzel was absolutely amazing in this, and I loved John Goodman in this movie. When you see him in this movie, you'll laugh. He has some of the best moments, and surprisingly, there's a woman in this named Kelly Riley who plays this kind of junkie who kind of helps Denzel throughout the movie. I found her to be slightly attractive, and I know she's an older woman, but I don't know, she kind of has this white trash vibe to her, but for some reason she was like mesmerizing on in this movie, which is, I don't know. But anyways, the picture quality was absolutely amazing. I'd give it 5 out of 5 for picture quality. This is definitely one you want to show on your TV and show off to friends. It was stunning. This is a movie that you must own. It's absolutely amazing. I don't think he'll win. Denzel will win for Best Actor, but nonetheless, buy it. And last, for now, until I watch some more movies, but I just watched this one a couple days ago, and I absolutely loved it. And it's another movie. I saw the trailer when it was coming out in the movies, and I did not want to see it, but I'm glad I did. And it's End of Watch. This was phenomenal. Edge of your seat, literally, for the entire movie. I thought it was very... It was smart to do a movie like this where the whole movie's supposed to be filmed like it's a found footage movie where it's being like most of the film is being shot with like a digital camera or a handheld camera, and then somebody else will take video, and then you'll see through their perspective, and then maybe a phone. It was cool like that. I really liked that, and I loved the chemistry between Jake Gyllenhaal and Michael Pena. Great performances, but it was so much fun, exciting, thrilling. You didn't know what was going to happen next. I loved how they were kind of filming themselves on a daily basis, what they would do at their jobs. Like they would, it's not just one. I mean, there's one big storyline, but it's just like it doesn't focus on that the entire time. It's just showing you like these little mini things that happen with them. It was so much fun. I loved it. It had a great cast. And surprisingly, the picture quality was really good. When there'd be some of the film would be shot through the camera, and it would look a little fuzzy to make it look like it was shot on a camera, on like a handheld. But like when it's shot with like the main camera, it looked amazing. So I wish it would have stuck more to that. But this movie was, I would highly recommend this movie. It was so much fun. And also in this movie is I didn't know she was in it, but it's Anna Kendrick. I can't say enough good things about Anna Kendrick, which you can kind of see this side of her face right there. But every movie, I think I own every movie she's ever been in, and every movie she's been in has been awesome. I'm not saying that she's awesome in this or every other movie I've seen her in, but she picks good movies. So, anyways, definitely pick this one up. It's awesome. So, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Wow, I can't believe I talked this much. But thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around. I'm gonna do old school and say subscribe, comment, rate, all that good stuff. And stay tuned for another Blu-ray update soon.